Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the electrifying world of EFED Broadcast Channel. Before we dive into the heart-pounding action, let's set the stage with a brief disclaimer. The following content is an EFED Broadcast Channel event created within the WWE 2K universe. All characters, storylines, and events are fictional and exist solely for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to real-life individuals, living or deceased, is purely coincidental. Viewer discretion is advised. This show may contain intense simulated combat, dramatic rivalries, and over-the-top personas. It's all in good fun, but please remember that these are digital avatars, so grab your imaginary popcorn, suspend your disbelief, and let's get ready to rumble. Now, let the virtual battles commence.
I like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the higher.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the higher gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the Turnbuckle Talk Podcast with your host, the Higher Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. So, let's get into it. J1. Jay Uso. Us won. He won. Me and Ryan were talking about this shit last week. And I'm on record of saying two things. I'm on record of saying that I didn't see Jay winning. And I'm also on record saying that I hope I'm wrong. Which I was wrong. I was wrong. Like, I was wrong about it. But the only reason I didn't think he was going to win, because they just put the belt back on. I mean, not back, but they just put the belt on Braun. They just put the belt on Braun. So, like, did I think Braun was going to have the belt as long as Gunther? No. Did I think he was going to have it longer than Sammy? Maybe. A little. But it necessarily didn't have to be that way either. Because, you know, he can do what Gunther and Gunther and Sammy didn't do, win it back. Now, I don't see Jay holding the belt that long. Like, do I want him to hold it longer than do I want to see him hold the belt longer than his father hold that belt? Yes. Yes. Rikishi hold that belt for 3 weeks. Okay? I want Jay to hold it at least for a month. A month or two. Before he can give it back to Braun. He might get a month. Shit, he might get 2 weeks. Depending on when he defended. Like, he may get a month. He may get a real good month. I don't see him holding that belt that long. Alright? But it had to happen. Like, you can't keep giving him these title opportunities and he keep losing. I don't care who the haters are when it comes to Jay. If we're talking about his spear, or we're talking about his moveset, or just him in general, right? Like, you can't keep giving him these opportunities, right? And he losing because then the best topic or comeback for it is, oh, Jay has always had interference. You know, someone's always interfering in his matchup, which is not true. If we want to say almost, yes, because when he fought Seth, it was clean, even though he shouldn't have been clean. Like Drew McIntyre could have cost him, didn't? All right, but he didn't. All right, Seth beat Jay clean, so that nips out that topic or that comeback. Hold on, let me see something. Ron Sapp says that Britt Baker was not on the road with AEW after All In. That being said, she gets a return next week. AEW mentioned nothing special. Okay. But like Jay had to win. Okay, like he literally had to win this. All right, like, and what I thought was gonna happen last night didn't happen. The cop out would have been a double count out. That way, you put the belt. I mean, the belt stays on Braun, and Jay don't get pinned, and Braun don't get pinned. Because when Jay hit him with that spear on the barricade, I thought it was gonna be a count out, a double count out. Like literally, I thought how it was gonna end, but it didn't end that way. When I also thought when Braun kicked out of Jay's splash and the spear, I thought, and then Braun started doing his shit. I thought Braun was gonna win then. Alright, but he didn't. Now this does one thing. It shuts up his daddy. Alright, they might get like now. The other daddy might complain. You know, Braun's daddy might complain about it was too soon to take the belt off, you know. Like that may happen. You know, that may happen. But saying that Jay had to win. Like Jay had to win this. Alright? Like and again, I don't think he's gonna hold his belt long. Like I don't. Alright. But he had to win this for another reason too. Jay is over, regardless of his haters. And let me be clear here on this situation. I like Jay. Now, saying that, the Usos, I wasn't a big fan of. Like I wasn't a big fan of anything they have done. All right, anything. I didn't start being a Jay fan until Sammy got into the picture, and then Jay got his own personality. All right. Now I'm a fan of Jay. Like Jay can't now. Do I think Jay needs a better moveset? Yes. Like, do I think his spear needs to be a little bit better, polished? Yes. Do I think he needs to do other things besides the super kick and these punches he got now? And now, listen, it's easy to nitpick on Jay's stuff, right, and what he done, because all Jay has done is touch stuff from his cousins. When I say cousins, I mean Roman and The Rock, like, and then he sprinkled his little shit on it. But like he needs a better moveset. He does. But am I a fan of Jay? Yes, because he's came a long way. Do I think Jay needs to be a little bit more serious? Yes, but his personality doesn't call for that all the time. You know. So, but I'm gonna say it. I was a Usos hater. Hater. Didn't like them one bit. Didn't like them one bit. Not even a little. Not even a little. So speaking of the Usos, what's this man name? Um, Zenga Fatu, the other cousin or brother, whatever he is, cousin. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all with him, dog. Like, I'm not a fan, and it has nothing to do with him being a wrestler or how he wrestles. I'm just not a fan of him. Okay, like the dude, like he no shows a lot of shit that doesn't go his way. Like he's no showed the W thing a couple of times. So much that they had to come public and say they they're done with him. Now this has brought up other stuff now with him. It's brought up that and if you don't know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about him. Alright, I'm talking about him. Alright? Like, it's brought up other stuff about him. Like, the first time he no-showed, he was at SummerSlam. Well, wait. He had problems with Booker T and his company at one point. And Booker T made up, him and Booker T made up, and then that was it. Alright? So that was the first time. Now, the stuff with CW, so the first time, he no-showed, and the first time he no-showed, he was with, the first time he no-showed with them, he was at SummerSlam. He was there. There were pictures of him and everything. Alright. Over the weekend, on Friday, it was Friday, he no-showed another thing. Now they're saying that he could be WWE bound because of that. Because, the thing they do with, hold on, let me read something right quick. So, Fatu has been making the name for himself on the indie scene he has. Fatu will not be appearing on tonight's GCW event in Philly. Any shows? I read that. I already told you about that. So, he has a bad history of not showing up to stuff. All right, like the only company, the only where else he's at right now that he hasn't done them dirty is HOG company. All right, which he's the champ there right now. All right, but like, here's the thing. If the E signs him, right, he's gonna go to NXT. Like, this Fatu hasn't been wrestling for that long. He's been wrestling for like a year plus, if that, right? So, like, for example, Tonga, the Helmer brothers, they got a brother, right? Who signed to WWE. He's going to NXT. He's not going to the main roster at first, alright? So this Fatu is not going to go to the main roster at first. Like, I keep seeing pictures of this shit, right? Like, the Bloodline and the OG bloodline versus the new G bloodline, and they have him on there. Along with the new ones. Like that's just not gonna happen. Like Survivor Series is what, next month, so that's not gonna happen. Like leave that brother alone. Stay off that brother nuts. And this has nothing to do with him wrestling. Like he's just not ready right now. Have I seen him wrestle a couple times? Alright, is he good? Yes. Alright, is he ready for the main roster? No. No. Alright, and then listen. Now this might come off hating a little, right? Like when people say that call him up or he's onto the main roster, they haven't heard that nigga talk. Okay? Okay? Like some of that shit you gotta transfer. Like if it transfers in the ring, that's one thing. Alright? But my boy can't talk. Like he can't promo ring. Like in the you Samoan, sometimes you don't got a promo. But hey, you know what happened with Jay and Roman and The Rock? Alright? They promo. They talk. Alright? And Jacob Fatu, listen, like I heard something recently. Alright? About Jacob Fatu. Oh, which let me say what I heard first, and then we'll go on from that. So, Jacob Fatu, Rikishi said that he thinks the E is pushing him too fast. Because he said that he's already fighting Cody. Technically, he's not already fighting Cody. Like he's gonna be in a tag match. Alright? But like he thinks they're pushing him too fast. Now, listen. It's funny how he feels his way about his son. Alright? But then when it comes to Jacob Fatu, he's getting pushed too fast. They see money with him. They finna push him. Okay? Like, just like they push you, Rikishi, in two different ways. They push you when you as a face, and then they push you as a heel. Now, your face was a whole lot better than your heel, even though you got bigger, a bigger push as a heel. Alright, because you actually got a world title shot. Now, it wasn't 1-on-1, no, but you still got a world title shot eventually. Alright? So like Rikishi, like sometimes he's like, I'm starting to put him in the same category as Sasha. Just shut the fuck up. Like your son already told you, let him cook. Like let him cook. Like I know you want to be heard. I know you want your podcast to mean something. We all do. We all want our podcast to mean something. Alright? But Rikishi, like, calm down. Calm down. They see what they have in him. Just like they see what happened that happened with Jay. Now, I don't know what's going on with Jimmy. Maybe he's in rehab or something. But he's not hurt. But the thing I keep seeing about Jimmy, like Rikishi has said pray for his son. He said that before too, like months ago. So either he's in rehab or what, I don't know. But excuse me. So one thing I keep seeing, one thing I can say about Survivor Series and War Games, right? we might not get what we thought we was gonna get because time's running out. Like we might not get the OG bloodline versus the new bloodline. We might not get that. You might get Roman, Cody, Orton, KO, somebody else, or just those four versus the OG. I mean the new bloodline. That's what we might get. And if they want to make it that's what we might get. We might get 4-4 instead of 5-5 because the new bloodline don't got a fifth member, and the old bloodline. But like the reason I'm saying that because Triple H is about storytelling, right? And pretty soon, like we might not have time to do that because like don't link Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy with Roman like that without telling the story. Alright? Like Roman's trying to do all this stuff. Like Roman's trying to do all this stuff by himself right now. You know? Like Roman's trying to take out new bloodline by himself. Like he don't want help. And again, he hasn't really talked. Like Roman has just started talking about what they did and what he wants to do and how everything changed besides him. Alright? He hasn't done anything since then. I mean, like before that. He was just messing up stuff. Fucking shit up. You know? So, like, we gotta wait and see what happens. But time is running out to get that story going. Hell, the Wise Man hasn't even showed up yet. Speaking of the Wise Man, the video that came out Friday with Roman and Cody. Sorry, Paul Heyman has something to do with that. So was Jeremy Bash from TNA. Well, he's from TNA, but he worked with WWE now. But you know, they had a lot to do with that situation. Now, I didn't come on here and talk about the Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman situation that's going on. It's been great. I'm not even a Braun Strowman fan, but what they've been doing with Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed has been gold. Like last Monday, when Bronson Reed threw a person at Strowman. Oh man, like listen, they need to just keep coming up with ideas for Bronson Reed. Now, what I'm gonna say is this though, and I don't think it's gonna happen, and I want to be wrong. They need to have Bronson Reed go over on stuff. Don't stop the Bronson Reed push. And again, you don't need to be pushed to have a title, so you don't gotta put a title on Bronson Reed to keep pushing him. Eventually you may have to, but as of right now, you can make Bronson Reed beat Seth. I know you gotta get Seth prepared for CM Punk, and that's cool. Alright, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to stop the feud with Seth and Bronson Reed with one match. Alright? You can have Seth beat him eventually. Alright? But this is the first time have Bronson Reed beat him. Alright? And keep pushing Bronson Reed. Like, you don't have a big man like him. You don't. You don't. And why stop his growth and his development and his evolution, alright, with a loss. With a loss. Alright? Alright, so kudos to what they doing right now. Speaking of what they doing right now, do that. Xavier Woods. Now, some people, Rio, Eddie, feel like, oh, you shouldn't break them up. Yeah, I know how I feel about it, right? But it's happening. It's happening. And like Bully said last night, right, or we was talking about this, or when they was talking about this. New Day ain't been the same since the Big E situation. It's just time. It's just time to break them up. It's time to let Xavier Woods and the way they going about it, with Xavier Woods is Xavier Woods feels some type of way. Like last night, he pretty much said it. Ray's a former champ. Kofi's a former champ. The next time they bring up Big E's a former champ. Finn's a former champ. Like Xavier Woods wants to win gold. He wants to win his own single gold, not tag team, single gold. Now, do I see Xavier Woods as being a world champ? No. But we won't know until he goes on the route he wants to go on first. We won't know what he can do by himself and until he does it. So he's going the heel route, right? So the easiest way to make him a real good heel, or a bona fide heel, is to have him turn on his brothers. To have him, the same thing that the fans cheer for him, they need to boo it. Like, it's the same thing that it's gonna make the fans boo him. They love the New Day. The fans love the New Day, right? Right? So the way you make the fans hate Xavier Woods if he turns on the fucking New Day and he breaks up the New Day. It's the best, easy, and cheap way to do it. Because if you turn the New Day, the fans ain't gonna go for it, right? Prime example: the Street Profits. The Street they tried to turn the Street Profits heel, and you know what ended up happening? The fans still cheered for them, right? So they killed their heel push, and now they in limbo. You know what happens? Like, you know how you kill that situation? You make the New Day. Like, you break up the New Day and you have Xavier Woods be the problem. You make Xavier Woods be the reason for that. You know how you know that works? Seth and the Shields. Alright? Just like the Shield got back together eventually, the New Day will too eventually. Alright? But for a wrestler from the New Day to have success, alright, and have the fans turn on him, alright, Xavier Woods has to do his thing. Xavier Woods has to turn on his brothers to get the heel he wants, so he can elevate to another level of doing his thing, to give you what you want. Like, you seen now, mind you, you seen Kofi, right? bring up all the stuff that the New Day has done. Alright? And you seen Xavier Woods wanted no part of it. The cereal, the donuts, the bootios, the trombone, the Xavier Woods didn't want no part of that because that's New Day stuff. Alright? Point granted, a lot of this stuff Xavier Woods came up with. I mean, his idea. So you seen how he felt about that because he wants stuff like he wants his own idea. He wants his own push. He doesn't want a New Day push. He wants a Xavier Woods push. Now, we're going to see how this goes because like on the 10-year anniversary of the New Day is when it's gonna happen. Next week, Xavier Woods just a shot at Rey Mysterio. Now, Woods is probably gonna lose because in this push Xavier Woods is trying to get, it's a slow push. It's just like it's a slow heel turn for him. When I say slow, it's because of the fact that Xavier Woods is going to lose, and this is going to make him feel some type of way about losing to Ray. Now, this should lead into Xavier Woods joining Judgment Day, which I don't want that to happen because it doesn't fit certain things, alright, about Judgment Day, the new Judgment Day, right? Xavier Woods is not like the problem with the new Judgment Day is everybody's short in that. Besides Carlito, right? Everybody's short in that group. So adding Xavier Woods doesn't help anything because he's not that tall either, right? And then it doesn't help what Xavier Woods wants to do, right? Because he's not going to be the leader of the Judgment Day. That's Finn. Regardless of when niggas say that there's no leader, Finn is the leader, all right? Right, and Finn just lets them boys do what they want to do. Right, it doesn't help Xavier Woods' cause. Now, the reason I think he might join the Judgment Day is because of who he's beefing with. Now, that may change after the Ray thing is over with, but we don't have to see. But I'm going to end the show with that. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch EFBC. Make sure y'all watch New Breed. But this is the High Gun. Love y'all. God bless. I'm out.